This is the last footage that law enforcement says they have of Betsy Arakawa. But I'm going to say I have a lot of questions about this last footage. Let's get into it. I was watching a little bit of the local news outlet as they are reporting about Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's body cam footage. Okay. What is so interesting is how the media is reporting this. And I wanted to share it with you guys because there's also some new footage that we hadn't seen before that they're showing. Let's get into this.
Two totally separate areas.
No, it's strange.
One dead dog.
Police body camera footage shows deputies finding 65-year-old Arakawa dead in a bathroom. 95-year-old Hackman was found dead near the kitchen near the front door.
The part I want to point out, right, because we were told that he was found dead in a mudroom. So maybe the room next to the kitchen and the entryway is part of that mudroom. Now, let me go back a little bit just so I understand and I'm not mishearing how it's being reported. But I think these are details that are important because, guys, mind you, like the details that they gave us first was that she died at a specific date. They got the death date wrong. And then here we are. They're showing us they're giving us other details that maybe we didn't really understand right away.
95-year-old Hackman was found dead near the kitchen near the front door.
Near the kitchen, near the front door. Now, where is the mudroom? Because I do remember specifically when they said that he was found in like the mudroom. Now, unless that is the mudroom entryway or that is the mudroom or they're just giving us specific as to where he was found, I mean, that's a whole different location. I could be completely way off and misreading this, but let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Deputies talked about trying to figure out if there was a gas leak.
It smells like gas.
You smell gas? So if there was a gas leak and they both went down, that doesn't make sense why those would be off.
So they're smelling the stove. I mean, that's what they're doing because they're thinking they're smelling like a gas leak, right? When he said this, I said, well, I mean, my understanding is that there could be a gas leak without the stove being on. Like you can have a gas leak with the stove, completely off. So that's interesting that he made that comment.
That doesn't make sense why those would be off.
New Mexico Gas later determined there was only one small gas leak, but not enough to be a significant factor. In its investigation, the sheriff's office also collected this video showing the last time Arakawa was seen alive in public shopping at a Sprouts store.
Okay, so I had not seen that video footage before. This video specifically right here, she has a mask and she's at the store, right? So, I mean, listen, I guess people are still wearing masks nowadays. I mean, maybe that's a thing, maybe she's like, I'm coming down with something. I don't want to get other people sick. Or maybe it was a privacy thing because, she is coming from, this Hollywood era where, from what the hairstylist said, she was being followed. There were, a specific individual who was asking for autographs and asking, for, to gift her a wine bottle with Gene and whatnot. So it does kind of make you wonder, did she use that mask because she was sick, or did she use that mask because, of privacy reasons, or both, right? It makes you wonder. But with her wearing this mask and she's still going to the store, right? She's still doing like her daily errands and stuff like that. She looks fine there. She doesn't, I mean, as close as the camera can get. Let's rewatch that clip.
Factor. In its investigation, the sheriff's office also collected this video showing the last time Arakawa was seen alive in public shopping at a Sprouts store.
And she's got a jacket on and she's got, her hair is up. She just looks like she's, I mean, nothing looks out of the strange here, just somebody who's shopping, that type of situation. And, she looked fine. What was the date of that video? That's the question that I have because, this must have been before the 12th. This clearly must have been before she called the doctor's office and all this other stuff. That's what it seems like to me. But listen, I could be wrong. I wasn't there. I'm not an expert. But I have a lot of questions about the specific footage. I hadn't seen it before. I don't know. And it's interesting because some of you guys in the comments yesterday when we did the live and we talked a little bit about, this body cam footage. What does it mean? What does it tell us? Somebody said in the comments, Rabbit, I noticed you kept saying it looks like they're renovating or moving things around. Actually, people in the comments were saying that about the property because the property, you know, it looked a little bit cluttered. Like it looked cluttered, right? I mean, we were talking a little bit about just the upkeep. And somebody said, I noticed you kept saying it looks like they are renovating or moving things around. I think this could be Gene's Alzheimer's. Individuals with Alzheimer's are very busy and into everything. Very busy and into everything, moving things around, piling things up, putting things in places they don't belong, etc. Basically, making messes. I've heard this before about people that, you know, have Alzheimer's, that they will move things around and, you know, misplace, put things in places that maybe don't really make sense, right? But I would hate to think, I mean, listen, Gene is 95 years old. I mean, he looks very strong. He was still captured on TMZ several times, you know, when he was like, I didn't even know that was him exiting out of the car, that type of situation. He looked like he was fine. I just don't know how capable he would be of like completely removing and putting things all over the place. And like I said, it doesn't sound like Betsy had a lot of help in her home, which is kind of sad because I don't know. Was anybody checking on them? Was anybody checking on her? Did she have a cleaning person or anything like that? I mean, it doesn't, it looks like they were very, very private and they wanted to be very private. People have said different things about the situation. So I guess, you know, more footage is being put out there and I'm here for it. I really hope that it shows more and gives us a better picture. Somebody did say in the comments yesterday in the live that, you know, this image makes people have more questions about, you know, what has happened. And I do. Like, I mean, guys, like, it's a very sad situation. And I'm looking at the date of the footage, which I think is important, right? Time frame of when we found out about Gene Hackman and Betsy. This footage is February 26th, and from when the news broke. There's a gap there too. And then there's just been a variety of gaps. And clearly, if they were living in privacy, I mean, they were definitely in a place that was, you know, secluded to a certain degree. They didn't have like next door neighbors, but the windows are see through. I mean, you could see the windows from the kitchen. So it wasn't like they were too, like a security thing wasn't, it wasn't about a security thing, right? This is me showing you the window, how you could see it from the mirror, which is kind of weird to have a home like you have the bathroom right there. Maybe that's a thing. I'm not really sure, y'all. Let me just say this: at my bathrooms, I would do what I have to do to completely like fog that whole, you know, window for privacy reasons. People did say in the comments though that they've made those windows now so that they can like auto fog. So they all you have to do is press a button and then it auto fogs. Well, maybe that's a thing. I'm not really sure. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this whole situation. Where do you stand with it? Do you feel like you got enough answers with the footage that was released yesterday? And if you missed the live from yesterday, it's in the description box so you can go watch it. Check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.